Anyhow, so there are mercenary companies that are like divisional strength, so like lots of mans.
If we want division, that's 5,000 troops, and that's significant.
You're basically looking for the Brotherhood or the Militis Lex Legius. They're the two big ones.
Would any of those be found by a Forbidden Law pirates check? I'm assuming not, but it's worth a shot.
The Brotherhood maintains several installations in the Expanse on Port Wonder, Footfall, and small outposts.
What about Common Law War? Would that help?
Yep,
oh,
that would definitely help.
Oh, okay. Why don't you use that? Okay.
Do they have their own transport?
Yep, they have the landship Irrefutable.
Well, that's one degree of success in Common Law War to find them.
I don't know what that is.
A landship, man. It's getting all heavy gear on us.
Oh shit! I completely
that's on
forgot about
Zayef apparently.
Oh well,
that's where they're fighting. Some of them are fighting. Brotherhood is a loose-knit organisation of mercenary companies ranging from several individuals to units of several hundred strong or larger.
Didn't we get our weapons platforms from Zayef?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Well, we wouldn't have seen that because it was planet side, because it's a land ship.
Ah.
What are their expectations like?
So the Legion's likely to have enough, the sort of numbers of mans we're looking for. Not the Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's more the Militis Lex Legius.
That was one degree of success on a Common Law War check to find them, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come into contact. Actually, no, I think they may have just read that wrong. No, the Militis Lex Legius is the mercenary lords. The Brotherhood is who you're actually looking for. But they will still have... They're a collection, so you will be able to recruit probably a division's worth.
Just a division? I want an army.
This is a 40k division.
Yeah, that's only 5,000 people.
Yeah, they have tiny divisions because the Imperial Guard split everything up so they could...
Yeah, but that's exactly it. A mercenary division isn't bound by those same rules. Well, be bigger.
Yeah,
they'll usually actually live by the by the guard rules because that's what most of them come from.
Where's that gone? I saw that earlier. I'm pretty sure that the division of the Imperial Guard is actually something like 10,000 to 50,000.
Yeah, well, I'm going by the acquisition modifiers here. Division is 2,000 through 5.
Right, we'll go off that, yeah.
That's what I'm seeing in Battlefield Coronis, but...
Oh, anyhow.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go off the acquisition modifiers.
Yep. All our ships take troops, even though none of them have none of them are really fitted for draft.
You have barracks and stuff.
You have barracks, and you have cargo bays, which can be retrofitted, so you can travel troops. But as you say, you don't have much in the way of landing capabilities.
No.
We're gonna need to fill up one of the battle, or not battle, but the cruiser with
How goes the Shadow at atmospheric work?
As good as any 40k ship. Terrible. You can go down with no problem.
Getting back up?
Bit more of a problem.
Yeah, we did it on a desert world. That managed to actually scour through our armor, so...
See, this is what I was hoping to be able to contract some people who came with all their own stuff.
You'll be able to get... I think, if not without... not outside of the realms of possibility, you will find someone who has a ship transporting.
Could I look for a rogue trader who specialises in...
Trader Militant.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exceptionally dangerous.
Yes.
We don't necessarily want to be owing other rogue traders favours.
Depends what they want for exchange for doing it.
Well, the worst happens, we have to steal their ships too.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
this is what we need to
piss off another rogue trader dynasty.
Yeah, because we've only got
two. Wasn't enough.
But if we owe them favors, then they're not pissed off at us anyhow. So they'll actually.
But if we steal their ships.
Yeah, if we blow up and steal their ships, they might be pissed off at us.
Well, yeah, if we steal their ships and
Blame it on Zelzin.
It's half. Fuck.
What the fuck was
What
that?
was that?
The pipes in this place are awful.
Okay.
Right. Anyhow, so
No,
so
seriously,
Bash is
that's
looking
the
for,
noise it makes if you use the toilet downstairs.
So should we be able to? Would we be able to buy a? We need to buy troops. We need to buy transport capabilities to get them down to the planet.
Yep.
So
Is there anyone that specialises in that around?
actually, for the most part, we have shuttles, don't we?
Yeah, but not many, and they're not very
Yeah.
big.
And
Yeah, you
We
don't,
don't
have
need
enough
that
land
many.
troops,
We have a teleportarium.
which is only going to be able to drop 30 or so troops every half an hour.
Mm.
That is not a good way to land troops.
really
No.
inefficient.
Well, no, it's very efficient for the defender. They could just have to shoot for 30 people every half hour.
Well,
You know,
we
it,
just
gives,
need to
it gives them
get
plenty
a
of time to
beachhead,
catalogue the
basically.
prisoners and the bodies before the next wave turns up.
What we really need to do is figure out how to get a beachhead, and that way we can just use the teleportarium to its greatest extent.
Even
So
then,
what we need is prefab buildings of some sort, so we can build a bunker system.
oh, we
Just
could
drop those in.
Basically, drop those, get a few troops inside them, have some turrets set up, and then we'd have a defendable area. And then we can just
Yeah,
land the
30
troops
troops every
Or
half
we
an
could
hour
just
is
pick
good.
our LZ well.
and then we can land the troops.
or
piece.
LZs, plural.
And also because we have, 3 warships in orbit. Sorry, 4 warships in orbit. We'll be able to suppress any AA
Where's the
guns.
fourth?
Where
the
is
one
it?
where you steal.
Terra Nova.
Oh, right.
If
Do
it
we
was
really
our
need-
planet, we'd probably already be blowing the shit out of them.
I was going to say,
Anyhow,
do we really need any more ships? I mean, of course the answer is
Yes.
yes, but we have to at least consider it.
well, we have
Um,
to. We need. Well,
we
can
think
start
about it
setting
for a
up
second and then
pickets.
say yes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We need to set up patrol ships and whatnot. To do other things while we're not there.
Your
Like
sister
trade.
has a prow battery, right? Or prow macro
Yes.
cannon.
Paramacro cannons.
What we really need to
Dorsal.
do with dorsal, yeah, the prow one though, is take that thing off and turn it into a lance.
Anyhow,
Well,
that's probably
gonna
not
take
something
a
we're going to do
bunch
right
of
now.
time.
Not something we can do right now, but I'm just saying, if we can do that, then our battleship's going to be hell of shit.
How many people does the assault boat carry?
I think that's about a platoon or so. 1 second, that's the back of here, I think.
How do you do planetary landings then?
Drop ships.
Very carefully.
Drop ships,
Well-
right?
Uh,
Don't
they
or
have any-
fleet
Right.
bays.
Into the storm, or what?
50 soldiers on your shark boat.
Okay.
So
What book is that in?
that's the back of Battlefleet Coronus. And that's also got rules for drop ships.
We probably want some of them if we either if we don't find a trader militant, trader militant dude who can do it for us.
At what cost?
Yeah, we could capture
Yeah,
2
the
ships.
cost is too much, I think.
Yeah, having another road trader would be quite costly.
We
Okay, so we need
wouldn't want
to
to
just-
find ourselves under the thumb of another for that long, because that's what it ended up being.
Oh, yeah, no, it would be. It's.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it's
Okay, so
political
that's-
suicide, but it's not too far out.
Close.
Right. So you could get a hold transport bay, hold landing bay, which would allow you to kind of.
Well, I think landing bays take a weapon slot.
Yeah. And they're more for fighters and stuff, aren't they?
but you can
Well,
put
you can put-
assault ships into it.
Honestly, we do need a carrier at this point. Our fleet's getting big enough that we need a carrier ship.
Yeah,
Pretty
but I'd
much,
rather-
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we could put just one of the ships that we're not going to actually take into combat as a carrier, that would be really nice. maybe.
Well, carriers have their place in ship combat. And
Oh, yeah,
assault craft
usually the
aren't
back-
anything to sneeze at.
Yeah, well,
the
we don't have
place
our
in
carrier
combat is
here.
usually far back.
Like, we don't have our freighter here, so
Mm.
Mm.
let's see which other ship we've got at the moment.
Turn the Shadow of Cicero into our carrier.
It can't have
I
landing base.
actually want to go
It's
with
too
the
tiny.
cruiser for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lathe would be the best choice for that. It's got a bit of spare space on it, and
And the ability to take off the 2 side ports. Port and starboard, right?
Yeah.
pretty much
Yeah, and we actually wouldn't be able to do a whole landing bay because that's transports only. It'd have to be either a Jovian or a lathe pattern.
Well, that's a lathe class, so why not?
Yeah, well, that's the only ship we got, because we got 5 space plus however big one of the gun batteries is.
it's a
So is that what
Mars
we're doing?
pan- Macro battery, broadside, Mars pattern is in a different book to what I'm looking at, of course.
Of course.
Of course,
Yes.
fantasy flight.
So, landing bay would be, for the Jovian pattern, landing bay, or you could get an escort bay, which is 1 power, 4 space.
And
Oh,
what
yep, just that.
slot does that take?
Um,
Port, starboard?
landing,
Or is it something we can strap onto the ship without taking on our gun bays?
don't know where, I'm trying to look for
Escort bays are just ones that go on like cruisers, aren't they?
yeah. Yeah, unless specified in entry, landing bay must support or double record capacity. Hold, you need a cargo hold to be retrofit, so, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need. I don't think you fit a Jovian pattern onto a cruiser, so it has to be an escort bay, which will give you the ability to fly 1 squadron. If you put a squadron of sharks, that's 12 sharks or 600 men. If you converted both of them, you can land 1,200 men.
It's not a bad drop.
Which is, getting up to the realms of actual usefulness.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Of course, the trouble is that we don't really have the time to retrofit this right now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That would be a rather large refit.
Because let's face it, we'll be stripping stuff out and shoving stuff in and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So you need to probably contact. You need to find a ship with landing capabilities.
Yep.
Are there any of those around?
Have you tried? Have you rolled for anything like that yet?
No. I mean, we could Auspex, I guess. I don't know if that's rude. I don't know if I know how to scrutiny either, but
You try and hire one. So, common law Imperium, I'd say.
common law imp. Oh, hey, I have that at 21.
Let's
I can
see.
do-
Common Lore Imperium, wouldn't it be Common Lore Coronis
Uh-huh.
Expanse as well?
Yep, either of those will do.
I have 70.
Have at.
Alright.
Assist.
And since this is a common lore, my MIU works with it. And the Electo, because I can just plug into the ship and use the data banks. So, 90.
You failed.
Fuck!
Wow, you are not having a good time today, this session. Huh?
Okay, I'll roll
Well,
against my
no,
21
that's
then.
my,
Whoop, no.
You came closer than I did. Well, actually, I came only some
You came way
7
closer.
away, but still.
Can I just roll commerce and say that I am putting out to tender the requirement of landing X people on planets in X amount of time?
Yep.
That's not a bad idea.
That's actually probably the safest idea we've got so far.
And the 31
That
is
is
your commerce.
5 degrees of success.
I think that's a good.
Yeah, that's you're contacted by a Herodotus, who's a captain of a lander ship.
Okay.
He pretty much makes he's not quite a mercenary, not quite a rogue trader. He makes his business from going around supporting ships with. It's a really specialised ship, isn't it? A landing ship, really. It's got drop ships built, drop pods built into it, and the ability to land other ships.
Wait. Drop pods?
Drop pods.
Oh, that is the best
Holy
thing.
fuck. Those only carry 10, but nice.
Well, 20 actually, if they don't have power
No,
armor.
Drop
They carry
pods.
10 Space Marines.
10.
That's basically 20 actual humans.
Looking
Yeah,
at it
also
from
metal as hell.
looking at it in the Into the Storm, it says 10 individuals with specialist drop cocoons.
Oh, I was looking at the Battlefleet Coronis ones, which are 10 in power armor, 20 otherwise.
Yeah, they're the Coronus ones.
Because they're cooler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because having the same thing in multiple books would be convenient. sensible.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're not ours. So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
I'll-
fudging it
I'll-
anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got the ability to land a good number of troops and carry, a couple of divisions on his ship. But it's not a warship. He's going to be protecting.
That's
That
fine.
we can
will
manage.
be providing the air and space cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Have air cover? I mean, I don't think we actually have any ships that can
No.
do air cover.
You got a shark. You got one shark. You can fly that round.
Yeah,
By
that
air
was-
cover, I mean we will drop into orbit and annihilate any airfield on the ground.
Yes, let's land the ship on the enemy.
Oh god, not again.
No,
We'll just
If we were ungodly rich, we could get a war sphere and drop that on
not
them.
drop out of orbit, drop into orbit.
just set up our orbital path so we've always got a set of guns pointed at the landing continent
The
and just shell every time we see an engine power up.
God. Just point the arse of the ship at the planet and just rev the engine. Yeah, that'll-
We don't even know if
Why do that? We
we
have a
air
lens.
power with him, to be honest.
Yeah, he might get there and the robot guy's like, yeah, I killed them all. And I badass.
Just on his own.
Considering that he actually said that he was getting full on invaded and stuff like that, I don't think it's going to be that easy. It would be awesome
Probably not. But anyhow, so that sounds pretty promising.
Yeah,
Yeah, that actually sounds like probably one of the better ones we've got so far.
this guy seems like good.
He seems legit.
though.
However, now comes the acquisition roll.
Well, with a commerce roll like that, it shouldn't be too hard.
No, he's only going to want 2 profit factor.
Great profit factor.
How much profit factor have we got right now?
56.
56.
I think 56.
We might be able to
got
accept 2,
58,
to be honest.
Nope, 56.
Wait, he straight up wants profit factor? It's not a roll?
It's
Yeah.
not an acquisition roll. He wants the amount of money he wants is basically going to deplete your profit factor.
For the service he's providing, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try and barter him down to 1 if you want. Oh wait, Trust's not here.
Damn it!
My barter's 60.
Why does he have to be drunk? All the time. God damn it, Trust.
In fact, depending on what this guy counts as, my barter might be 84.
He's an imperial citizen.
Not a noble?
No, not a noble.
I think we've rolled a 31, though.
Well, yeah, but that was commerce, not bartering.
Yeah, this is different. That was the
Damn
fine.
it!
I'm more worried about what happens if I fail.
3 profit factor.
Well, it's a verse roll, so
It's
it
a versus
depends on
roll,
how
so
well
you
you
have
win.
to defeat it. Yeah,
What's his score?
I'm not telling you.
It's a mystery.
Of course you won't.
He scores
Hang
whatever the
on.
GM thinks is funny.
Hang on. Checking something real quick. Instinctual understanding.
I might be willing to take that.
What, 2 profit
Um,
factor?
can I have question? Have I eaten a person before?
I'm guessing you've eaten
Yes.
somebody.
Okay.
If you've been on our ship, probably.
Can we see this person? Like, can I see this person who we are
You
speaking
will be
to?
for the bartering, yeah.
Please
okay,
don't eat
then-
the person we're negotiating with.
Oh no! I can because I'm a shaper.
Yeah,
I have
that's an
instinctual
idea.
understanding.
Let's just
I can
steal
make
the
a
ship.
scrutiny test and figure out what his characteristics are, so we know what we were up against. And, yeah,
That'd just be his stats, though, not his skills.
yeah, but knowing his fellowship would help.
That's true.
Okay.
Or we could just, board the ship and steal it.
Oh god, no. Let's
No,
not
we
do this again.
because you know what will happen? The Arbites will get mad at us and we won't be able to come to Footfall. Because
We're
they'll drop
traitors.
20.
And if we do that, it will be bloody impossible to hire anyone the next time we need someone.
True enough.
And we still need to buy mercenaries and stuff. And see, while we're rogue traders, they still might make it really hard for us to actually get the mercenaries off Footfall onto the landing ship.
Do I think that he's offering a good deal?
Yeah. Not a fantastic deal, but he's not ripping you off.
To be honest with you, 2 profit factor actually for an emergency planetary invasion. It's
Yeah,
not that bad.
But we don't
It'll
want them
drop us down to
steal it.
54. That's not bad at all.
I am going to accept his offer.
Yeah.
Okay, now we need to hire all the mercenaries, which will probably all charge us 1 profit factor because they're jerks.
No, we
the-
can
the-
actually hire them.
Yeah, there'll be normal rolls. You will roll a 56 at least once.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yes, we
We should have
will.
hired them before we got our profit factor, whatever.
Tough.
Now.
Trust!
Yeah,
It's all
it's
trust.
all your fault, Trust.
So this
Gotta go to
is
the trade code.
division.
Post trade.
If you're aiming
Division,
for division, yeah.
What
Which
Availability or
rolls are
troops?
Terrific.
This is where it's going to get more to your choices.
Okay.
So, the main choice is like troop
Quality.
quality. If you want conscripts, it's a plus 10. Volunteers, 0. Professionals, minus 10. Veterans, minus 20. Elites, minus 30.
Let's not take
what
conscripts.
page is this, please?
126 in Coronus, Battlefield Coronus.
Oh god damn it! I don't have that book.
Pros.
I've got it. Hang on. What page again?
126.
26. Okay.
And what is the difference between the ranks?
Their skills and characteristics. Conscript is 20 and it goes up by 10 for each rank above that.
Pretty much, yeah.
And their base
What
morale
does
also
it-
goes up.
What do they actually mean?
It's basically how hard your troops are.
If you got the poor, essentially the poor quality, they have a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 20.
and a morale of 50, which is kind of how quickly they'll break.
Hmm.
Whereas elites
So-
have got,
And
skills
common.
at 60 and a morale of 100.
So basically, what we're deciding between is on the bad end of the scale is 1941 War in the East Russians and
Yeah.
1941 War in the East Germans.
Well,
Oh,
no,
give it-
it's completely opposite. It's then, a conscript is like 1941 Russian, whereas the
Yep.
elite is a modern day Delta team.
Yep.
Now, my
I'll speak
question
to
is:
that.
do we have to worry about the tech level, given where we are?
No, these guys will be modern,
Okay, good.
unless you
Oh,
want to drop down.
No, that's fine.
Well, is that going to affect the acquisition modifier, or is it just it's a pervasive thing here that it's
Um,
going
If
to
we
be
go,
neutral?
if we go
I'm pretty sure
down
this is
on,
gonna be
their
basic.
on their weapons, it'll reflect the roll. But
then they have crappy guns.
yeah, and giving them friggin' long arms isn't going to help us out at all.
No, we can provide them with las guns.
True.
Could that
We
be
did-
a bonus
wait.
to our roll just because we can provide lasguns?
Yep. So I'll say you can get modern, which is normally a -10, with no acquisition modifier,
Thank you.
which means that you'll have a +3 power. So if you're going for, are you going for normal infantry, right?
What are their characteristics? 30?
Yeah. Sorry, I meant you've got a choice. If you're getting infantry, you've got light infantry, medium infantry, or heavy infantry. I'm guessing you'll want medium because they're kind of the day-to-day.
Baseline, yeah.
Yeah, we want a regular squad of troops to do the army work.
Kind of surprised that Gray isn't making us, isn't firing up a nice game of Dark Crusade.
Oh,
Dawn of War.
oh god.
Well, there's only... Oh yeah, playing guard versus guard.
Yeah.
With me playing Tau
Kroot.
with only ability to build Kroot.
Yep.
That'd be freaking hilarious.
Nothing but Kroot.
Until, of course, somebody brings in the Krutox.
See, I've got that game, but I've never actually played it.
Oh, hey, it'd be easy then.
Oh god, okay.
Well, we wouldn't be able to build armored
Yeah,
units. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be able to build
10
one squad of
minutes,
sentinels.
played out. Anyway.
Right, so infantry's -0, -0,
Medium's -10.
yeah, modern medium -10. So it's just basically your numbers modifier now,
Which is going to be absolutely huge, isn't it?
pretty much.
-30, I think, fast.
I can find the right bookmark.
What, division? Or... It's 272 on the Rogue Trader Corps.
Yeah, I found it. I just have to flick through my bookmarks.
Right.
Yeah, so -20 for a division of 5, which I'd say 5,000 men. -30 for an army, which is 10,000
Plus.
plus. Yeah.
Well, would this...
At that point, it's a bit abstract.
Yeah.
Would we be able to get a bonus for this being a very temporary contract instead of the long-standing one it assumes?
Well, it's still going to be a few years. So
Well,
it's
as
probably
opposed to hiring them on...
You're hiring them
on
for a
basis.
campaign, so
Yeah.
Mm,
Like, they're not going to become house troops or anything like that
no.
once it's all over, so...
Well, they might.
So currently,
Where are we going to keep them?
On our cruiser.
Well, we don't actually have a landing ship right now. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, that's the problem for later. So, yeah, well, we'll say for now we're hiring just for the campaign.
We can renegotiate later. It's not a bad idea.
If we're going to be forming house troops, I would want to be forming house troops rather than incorporating mercenary companies.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm-
true.
I still want to form a Skitarii group.
So, what's this roll going to end up being against?
well,
That's
if
good.
you're going for a division, 5,000,
Yeah,
you're currently at -30.
right.
So that'd be at 24.
Well, that's with fate points. That gives us 10 rolls to try it.
Assuming Gary's going to let us multi-roll for the same company. And we don't want any other troops besides one division.
Can always try barter to jack that up a little bit, but we don't have our barter guy here.
We've got... Well, Basher's got some barter. He's not as good as Trust, but... Well, maybe he is because he doesn't make terrible puns all the time. I take that back.
Bash has got barter at 64.
Yeah.
So, do you want to roll that, Bash? And we'll to give us a few profit factors.
And worst come to worst, we can always burn permanent profit factor on a 1-for-1 basis for plus 10s. If we really need to.
Hey, look, there's our first win.
That's 3 degrees of success on a barter roll.
Yep, and I've got 4 degrees of
That's-
failure.
That's 2 31s in a row.
Yeah,
So that's what?
14 extra profit factor?
yeah,
Yeah.
about 14 extra profit factor. 38. This is for volunteer troops.